Here is something no dealer will ever print on the window sticker. The reason your 3-year-old luxury truck is worth half of what you paid isn't bad luck, and it isn't just reliability, it's that you never actually owned it. You were renting it from the manufacturer the whole time, and the bill just came due. Walk onto any used lot in 2026, and you'll see these machines piling up, marked down, untouched. Today we're counting down 5 new trucks and SUVs bleeding value faster than almost anything on the road. And the real reason has nothing to do with rust or miles. It's the subscriptions, the spyware, and the locked software buried inside the thing you paid for. Number 5. The BMW X7. Start with the BMW X7, a 6-figure luxury SUV that taught Americans exactly how this game works. Back in 2022, BMW got caught trying to charge owners $18 a month to turn on heated seats that were already installed in the car. The hardware was sitting right there under the leather, and they wanted a monthly toll to flip it on. The backlash got so loud, BMW quietly walked it back, but the message was already clear. They see the car you bought as a vending machine, and every comfort feature is a microtransaction waiting to happen. Now fast forward to the used lot. A 3-year-old X7 loaded with complex, connected drive electronics, air suspension, and dealer-only diagnostics terrifies buyers the second the warranty expires. Nobody wants to inherit a computer on wheels that bills by the month and can only be serviced at the dealership. So the resale value falls off a cliff. You didn't buy a luxury SUV. You leased a subscription with a hood ornament. Number 4. The Ford F-150. The best-selling vehicle in America for over 4 decades, and Ford is slowly turning it into a connected device you rent. Want Blue Cruise, the hands-free driving system? After the trial ends, you pay again to keep using hardware that is already bolted into your truck, either a yearly subscription or a couple $1,000s up front. Meanwhile, the Ford Pass system and the built-in modem are quietly logging where you drive, how hard you brake, and how fast you take the on-ramp. Ford pushes over the air updates that can change or disable features overnight without you ever touching a wrench. And here is the part that crushes resale. The moment that factory warranty runs out, every one of those electronic modules becomes a dealer-only repair. An independent mechanic can't just plug in and fix it the way he could with an old pushrod V8. Used buyers know this. They smell the lockdown. So a truck that should hold value, like a rock, starts shedding thousands the second it leaves the new car bubble. Number 3. The Ram 1500. On paper, it's a beautiful truck. In reality, it carries the Stellantis curse. Stellantis, the parent company, has buried this truck under layers of Uconnect software, connected services, subscriptions, and electronic modules only the dealer can program. When something glitches, and on a Stellantis product something always glitches, you're not fixing it in your driveway. You're booking a service appointment and waiting on a back-ordered module. Then come the recalls, stacking up year after year on the electronics and the e-torque mild hybrid system nobody asked for. The mechanical bones might last, but the digital nervous system is fragile, proprietary, and locked. So when this truck hits the used market, buyers do the math. High repair costs, dealer dependence, and a brand famous for electrical gremlins. The result is depreciation that turns a $60,000 truck into a liability faster than the muscle wears off the tires. You're not buying independence, you're buying a relationship with the service department. Number 2. The Mercedes-Benz GLS. This is the brand that got caught trying to sell you horsepower by the year. Mercedes literally rolled out a subscription that unlocked acceleration the car was already capable of. It cost around $1,200 a year to let the motor do what it could do on day one. That's the philosophy running through the whole lineup, including this $90,000 flagship SUV. The GLS is a rolling data center tied to Mercedes Me Connect, packed with air suspension, complex driver assist, and electronics only a Mercedes dealer can touch. Out of warranty, A single repair can cost what a used Camry costs. So who's buying a 5-year-old GLS? Almost nobody. The wealthy lease it, write it off, and hand it back before the warranty dies, exactly the way the manufacturer designed it. Everyone else watches $60,000 to $70,000 evaporate. The depreciation isn't a flaw in the system. It is the system. They built a machine you're meant to rent forever and abandon before the lock-in cost you. Number 1. The Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra, and the one that proves everything this channel has been telling you. Here's what makes these trucks special. They were spying on their own owners and selling the report. General Motors collected driving data through OnStar Smart Driver, every hard brake, every fast acceleration, every late night trip, and then handed it to data brokers like LexisNexis and Verisk. Those brokers turned around and sold it to insurance companies who quietly jacked up rates on drivers who never knowingly agreed to any of it. The New York Times exposed it, the lawsuits started flying, and only then did GM shut the program down. On top of that, GM is ripping Apple CarPlay and Android Auto out of its vehicles to force you into its own paid software ecosystem. So picture the used buyer in 2026. He learns the truck watches him, reports him, and locks him into GM subscriptions while the dealer holds the only keys to the software. Why would he pay top dollar for that? He won't. And that is exactly why these trucks are bleeding value. The surveillance was built into the machine, and the market finally noticed. So here's the truth. They're counting on you to miss. These vehicles do not collapse in value because they're badly built. They collapse because the moment the warranty ends, you find out you were never the owner. You were the product. The subscriptions, the telematics, the dealer-only software, it all adds up to one machine you rent until it's inconvenient for them. The escape is still out there. The pre-telematics trucks, the ones with a real key, an engine you can read, with a $30 scanner, and modules an independent mechanic can actually fix. That window is still open, but it's closing fast, and every new model year nails it shut a little tighter. So tell me, what are you driving to stay off the grid? Drop your year, make, and engine code in the comments, because that list is the resistance. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.